Here's another big joy secret. How do you turn an enemy into a friend? I had an experience once with a certain person who, for one reason or another, had decided that she really disliked myself, my husband, and had become quite committed to that stance. At one point in a public setting, she began speaking and shouting in a very angry way. That moment sort of froze in my memory. And every time I would think of that woman, I could only think of her face with the angry look and the tense, the intense hatred and body posture and tone of voice that she had at that moment. I'm a person of faith, and I began struggling with this over time because my faith tells me I should love this person. My faith tells me I should heal relationships. My faith tells me that I should forgive and I should find a way to actually heal that. And yet, what was happening was that in my own mind, my own heart, every time I thought of her, I saw that picture, that angry face, that angry body. So at one point I thought, well, how do I change the picture? So I took that mental image that I had of her and I put it in like a little bubble in my mind. Angry face, angry body. And then I thought, how would I want this to change? What would I want for her face to look like? What would I want her body to look like? What would I want her voice to sound like? And so I began doing like little adjustments. And so then first thing, I relaxed her face. I relaxed the forehead. Then I started with a little smile. I started putting a little smile, then a little bigger smile, then a little bigger. I made her eyes soft. I made them crinkle. I made them look happy. I changed her body posture. And instead of the tight, clenched fist look, I changed it to actually eventually open arms coming towards me in a hugging or embracing posture. Okay. Once I had changed this picture of her in my mind, then I began putting that picture into my thoughts every single time I thought of the woman, I mentioned her, I prayed for her, whatever. Instead of seeing the other angry memory, I put in a new picture. And I began believing in that picture. It wasn't more than a few months later that that picture became a reality. I was in the grocery store and a person turns around and it is this lady. And the way her face just naturally transformed at that moment, she opened her eyes, she smiled, and she came towards me and reached out to me and called my name, the exact thing that I had pictured in that bubble was there in real life. And that's when I realized that we are not stuck in the emotional moments or pictures that may have been what happened. By freezing the frame there, we keep that same emotion or that same resistance, that same negative energy, we keep it going. But if instead we can take that moment and we can change it in our minds, in our hearts, and we can put and focus our energy on what we hope or what we would like to have in terms of our relationship with that person, that will manifest in real life. This is a method that you can use in real life anytime, and it will change the relationships that you have to bring much more joy into your life.